in regards to the rules and measurements and regulations that the government has brought in place, what do you think you're going to have to change in your SOPs, or are you going to have to create new ones?
Well, that's what we've been working on for the last few months. All the SOPs have changed because if you think about it, everything that we do in an hotel is in close contact with a guest.
Yes.
So our cleaning regimen has changed extremely, but also certain procedures. For instance, a very simple thing like valet parking, we won't be doing that unless the guest really, really wants it, just to make sure that we don't have to enter the car and touch the surfaces in a car of a guest. If a guest would like us to, of course we will, and we'll disinfect the car before we get in, but also after we park the car, so that when the guest gets his car or one of us gets the car, it has been disinfected. But yeah, there are a lot of changes. Actually, everything's changed.
Yeah. So you were saying that even the valet parking, you're going to stop those things. Well, that's actually mainly a point that you guys like to upsell at the front desk. So how do you think that's going to have an influence if that falls off?
Depending on influence on what. For me, the most important is which kind of influence will it have on our guests. Mm-hmm. Obviously, no one really knows, but we think our guests will appreciate that we're considering their health and their safety.
Yes.
And we're not saying no. We're adapting everything. So we won't be proactively doing the valet parking as we normally would. But if a guest would like to, of course, we're more than happy to do that. And then we have a backup plan of how to disinfect the car, which surfaces, etc. But I think guests in general will be fairly careful when they start traveling again, and they'll appreciate the measures that we've taken.
I agree.